Neforus here today to do another commentary video. It's just my thoughts in the moment. Shit. So I don't know where to fucking start other than that. This is like finals week. This is finals week for school. And all that shit. I got a day off on Friday. Do you know how good that shit is? Do you know how infrequent that shit is? I'm kidding. But all that stuff. So maybe not maybe, I will actually upload a lot more in the next 2 upcoming weeks in the winter break, going towards the end of this year. Which this year, looking back, there has been so much. There's been so much that happened in between January 1st, 2021 and December 31st, 2021. It doesn't even sound real to say December 31st, 2021, but it's gonna be real in the next couple weeks. And people, I always see this retarded shit online where people like are going like, bro, what the fuck? It's already May? But what the fuck? It's already September? Like, my nigga, that's how time passage works. The next thing to know, they're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? I'm on my deathbed now? Like, come on, man, you can't be this retarded. And oh fuck, I sounded like a band kid. I'm gonna kill myself. But I never really got why people actually said that. Like, I get why you're saying it, but it's retarded, right? It's retarded. But enough of that type of stuff. So much stuff has happened to me, at least personally, in 2021. I actually got into like reading a lot of books, quote unquote, a lot, and I think it started like in July, some shit like that. And the first ever book I chose by my own will, by my own choice, by my own volition, by my own fucking, I don't know. I just wanted to read it. It was 1984 by George Orwell. You most likely heard of it through some dumbass nigga is saying to some shit like literally 1984, which in short just means this nigga is like basically authoritarian, right? This rule is authoritarian. Like, there was some, I think there was I saw some dude like get suspended and right in front of me, and then I see their alt account saying literally 1984 with a suspension of some dumb shit that they said. It wasn't ban-worthy per se, but it was pretty funny. But that was the first book, and everything else followed through my own just curiosity and shit like that, and also volition. Though with freedom of choice, my freedom of choice to get the fucking books I want to get. Though, most of the times people, at least in the US, or in the first world country, who doesn't have to worry about some big shit happening into their country, who actually has freedoms, which is basically part of the US, they most of them probably think of, like, subconsciously, not like out loud. They say like freedom of choice, freedom to like choose this, choose that, and all that stuff. But most likely, it's more like it's in with the mind and all that stuff. And what I mean by that is basically feel consciously, oh, I want the freedom of choice to basically self-destruct myself and to be a slave to my own desires and my own impulses and all that stuff. Most people are slaves to their desires. People who are not slaves to their desires are the people that you see are like disciplined. We call them disciplined because here's the thing though. If this sounds familiar, you are a real one for actually watching that nigga too, but I'm not gonna say who it is because actually it's John Doyle. John Doyle. Good YouTuber. Good guy and all that stuff. If I didn't watch him, I think I'd probably be a retard right now. I would have probably been like everyone else. But people, there was only like 2 things I disagreed, but not even like on a like, oh fucking, oh you should kill yourself now and all that stuff type of disagreement. Like, and it's just no, I can see where you're coming from. like in a more respectful way and all that stuff. I want to say like, you should kill yourself now to some random nigga on the internet, not because of the backlash. There's obviously gonna be some invisible backlash that's going at you every time you say that to someone. Either mind saying you should kill yourself and all that stuff in their mind and all that stuff, or some bullshit like that. But the thing is that people are so mentally ill right now. People are so not there in the mind right now. As especially now for this time in the age, they would actually probably take that literally, because one, they're probably cynics, they don't want to be on this earth anymore. I'm not making fun of that. I am not making fun of that. That's just how it is right now. It's probably gonna go back to most people being like, you know, oh, we're kind of happy with this shit, but the people who control everything are ran by cynics and retards, cynical retards, alright? Also, this year I got into comedy. No, I'm not doing comedy, not yet, but at least. But it's more like it's just like, I never really watched any comedy type of shit before. I think it was like one day when I was I was feeling like shit, like absolute shit, and I was like, okay, let me just type in the word comedy, and the first nigga that showed up on that shit was that nigga Dave Chappelle. And I think I've heard of him before with all the controversy and all that stuff for his trans jokes and all that stuff, which I have never even heard of them, but they're probably tame as hell. They're probably tame as hell, because if they're getting really this pissed, use this law of thinking, alright? If a group is very, very pissed at a comedian or someone that you know damn well, oh, they're jokester, they're not actually being serious most of the time. The more pissed that they are, the more tame that the joke that they're being pissed over about is, alright? The more tame it is. That's the usual thing I go by whenever I see like a group of people get pissed by a nigga. It was like, that joke is fucking tame. Even if it isn't fucking tame, I just say, man, you niggas need to get a job or some shit. But when they do get a job, it's probably for some shit. It's for some, not some good shit. I shouldn't have. I'm gonna keep that in. Fuck you. Oregon, not the instrument. Oregon, the state. Fucking hell. I feel bad for the niggas in there who actually has to go through that shit. What I'm talking about is recently, I think it was like yesterday that the news broke out, was that Oregon lowered the standards for like people of color for like reading, writing, and math. I think those are the 3 things that they did. Probably even more, probably even less, I don't fucking know. But if I was living in Oregon, because I'm a nigga who is a person of color, even though the lighting in most of my photos and fuck up, that make me look like I'm right. I'm actually brown. But if I was living in Oregon and they did that shit, I would feel like that was racist, because that implies that they think I'm a dumbass enough to not even to do math. I'm good at math. I'm good at writing and reading, especially writing, because like 90% of the shit that you don't hear from me, most likely I'm just rambling it to myself, because it's either too dangerous, not for what it's of the content, but more like as in just, if this is heard by someone else's ears, it'll probably make their mind literally blow up just from that genius. I sound like glow to God, but in a less extreme version of that, just more like as in just, oh, and they would like think about it, it's like, oh, this nigga's right, what the fuck, you know, and all that stuff. It's like, I'm not like serious or worrying like I'm right all the time. No, you're not. You're a retard. You're a retard. Not misguided, actually. It's more like as in choices on what they probably consumed, and they think that it's, you know, true and all that stuff. One of them incest, one of them necrophilia. Probably both of them are mixed and all that stuff on what they defend and all that stuff. That's so fucking. I never got those types of people who defend future crimes they're gonna commit. All right, I never forget, and I never understood why they ever do that shit, because you're incriminating yourself for the future. Like, I know this wouldn't happen to any of them, because one of them isn't gonna get a job. That's worrying. Number two, most of the time, most of the people, like, universities or just like the positions they're going out to, most likely they're probably same like-minded and all that stuff, deeply subconsciously, but they don't, like, you know, put it out there. Alright, most like one of them is gonna get a job, so there's no very risk of them looking at your tweets and all that shit, and the other one is just gonna be like, I don't know, probably to some cocksucking institution that they're gonna go to, but I don't know. But anyways, back to what I was going about. Oregon. I don't know if California have already done this shit. It's already done this shit of what Oregon did, but I hope they don't fucking do this shit, because if they do, I'm actually gonna drop out. That'd be some stupid bullshit. I won't drop out, but I'd be very angry, because here's the thing, though. California is just like Oregon, but bigger and a lot more different, but very, like, when you boil them both down to the basics, it was like, oh, what the fuck, these two states are literally like the same. One's a lot more famous, one's a lot more popular, one's a lot more richer than the other one, but they share the same social cancer. Alright? People are gonna say, what the fuck are you talking about? What is this nigga talking about on that stuff? I feel like I'm in a podcast right now, talking to a ghost. Like, imagine a schizophrenic person starts a podcast and it's just them only. And you just gotta guess on what the fuck the spirits are saying to them. And that'd be some funny shit. Though, as much people as like to say about me that I'm schizophrenic, I'm not schizophrenic. I'm just bored, and with the limitation of being in a community full of cocksuckers who would probably not like on what I have in my mind. Probably on both sides, but actually not on both sides. Probably just one-sided, because most of the people are made of cocksuckers, literal and figuratively cocksuckers. All right, and you know what I mean by cocksuckers. If you know me, if you talked to me before, if you seen what I said, yeah, no, that stuff. I hope they don't do it for Oregon, though. I mean, for California, though. I'd be very angry. Alright, dreams. Also, by the way, this isn't like cut or some bullshit like that. Like different sessions. This is all in one go. No script, no bullshit, and all that stuff. But dreams. I had like two of the weirdest fucking dreams. Yesterday and today. For yesterday, there was this dream I had with of me being in the house I'm in right now, and the houses at the side, like behind the house I'm in, is like a open concrete black asphalt field with a bunch of military police officers, though behind it. And then there's the front one, which there's a bunch of niggas, military police officers too, with bicycles going around in circles. And I was like, what the fuck? And then there was a military police officer in my house, and I killed. Okay, this may sound very incriminating. This is my dream. I'm not actually gonna do this in real life. I'm not gonna do it. I need to preface that right now. But in the dream, he tried to kill me, and I killed him back by using his own gun. And then I went out to the garage, and this chick who looked like Latina, some bullshit like that, with red lipstick, looked like AOC but older a bit, wrinkles, not actually, you know, AOC type of attitude, like sassy, like, hey, like, I don't like that. She literally reminded me of my biology teacher, which she literally looked like AOC. And literally acting like AOC. If you ever hear what AOC sounds like and how she enunciates her speeches, imagine that for an entire fucking school year as your biology teacher, which makes it even worse because it's not that biology was bad, it's just like, I hate this fucking teacher. Not because she's a woman. Okay, no, actually no, not because she's a woman, but it's just like fucking annoying. I hate those types of people. But anyways, back to the dream. She literally shot me in the fucking brain, but the whole fucking vision of mine went like PUBG mode when you get shot and dead and all that shit. If you ever played that game or a COD or whatever, it goes that shit. And then like I think my last words, supposed words, was like, please have mercy, please, like it was like, please have mercy, but in a little bit more deeper voice and all that stuff. And yeah, that was that one. I think there was the second dream, the second weird dream I had, which was the one I woke up to today. And this one had like monsters and all that shit. Monsters and me flying all over the fucking place. I don't know what the fuck was this dream. I remember very little of it, but it was just like so fucking surreal and all that stuff. And it was like some shit like that. I don't fucking know. It's just flying around and all that stuff. And I think it was literally just like shot like a fucking movie, you know. Have you ever had those dreams that was like shot like a fucking movie, like extra camera angles? It isn't like first person view, it's like extra camera angles, you can even see yourself and all that shit. Like goddamn, what the fuck? Like what the fuck? Dreams are kind of crazy because like it's literally when you're going to sleep and when you're like in the REM stages, you're trying to remember everything that happened during that day, and it kind of like, if you're getting enough sleep, that is 6+ hours, and it kind of like fucks with your brain and all that stuff and makes like a little TV show right there. And maybe some weird ass shit or some shit like that. Some niggas make great pieces of art out of their dreams. Like after they wake up, it's like, bro, I gotta get this shit. Boom, make a classic. Boom, make a classic. Instant classic and all that shit. They can just like that nigga Paul McCartney where he heard like some chorus and some shit like that. I don't know. Okay, this is the last one. Paranoia. Okay, so this ain't really much of a problem that I'm, you know, talking about. More like kind of just some shit that happened. Okay, so on Thursday there was like this assignment that I had to do for my English class. We had to do this video of like ourselves on the camera talking about the book that we read during like the entire school year. And so I picked this one book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. But the thing is that I read this book before the school year actually started. I think, yeah, I read it before it actually started, and I had like the monumentous experience of like, you know, talking in front of a camera and just talking in general. And it was very hard for me to not curse in that, by the way. It was not, because here's the thing though, I made a version of me without my voice, with my face on it. I'll probably put that out probably tomorrow, some bullshit like that. I don't know. I'll probably just remove my name, my real name, off of it, and then just put it out right there just for some filler content. But it was like it was way better than the one with my face on it. But after I put it into the website we had to do, which by the way fucking sucked, because it was literally just like vertical phone mode almost every single time you saw it. Like damn bitch, you live like this. When I was looking at that was my mind when I was looking at some of the fucking videos of that. By the way, I'm gonna do the Amori highlights type bullshit. I'm gonna do that, but that's gonna take a bit of time because I literally streamed like 20+ hours, and it's a lot of storage to go back. To go through. So yeah, wait for that, Bell. And anyways, other people actually saw my video. We can see each other videos and all that stuff like that. And when I went on Friday, went back to the English class, one of the dudes literally just like put out my name and say, bro, that video was actually pretty fire and all that shit. And, like, other people were saying that too, and I see them literally just like, it was like 5 niggas, 1 laptop, 1 Chromebook right there with my video playing, and I could hear it. And I hate that type of shit, because it, it reminds me of just people playing my videos way back in 2017, 2018, when I was a bit of a fetus, and in front of me, just to fucking irritate me and anger me, because I didn't like seeing myself when I knew that these niggas were trying to anger me. But this one, it was like actually like, oh, we fucking love this shit. Now here's the paranoia part coming in play. I have the paranoid suspicion is that they're gonna ask me, hey bro, do you have a YouTube channel? Or they're gonna, or even worse, they actually find a YouTube channel without me even telling shit, and they do that same exact shit, playing my videos in front of them. They'll probably, most likely, they'll actually find it fire because of all of the shit I've done. But most likely they'll probably go through my old ass videos of me when I was like a 10-year-old or some bullshit like that, and torment me with that. But I wouldn't care. The worst thing about that is that like the possibility I'm playing through is I was like, what if these niggas spread my name throughout the whole school? Like, what the fuck, man? That'd be some retard shit, right? Yeah, I think that's the entire video actually. That's the entire video. I think I've been playing a lot of 44 and just like GD. I'm trying to get to Necropolis and all that stuff, and also working on the 3rd album. I'm not gonna actually name the 3rd album. I'm gonna name it like a few weeks before it actually comes out and all that stuff. Maybe release a single or 2. I haven't finished a single song yet, by the way. This shit's gonna be with my voice, alright? So yeah, that's the entire video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more of these type of commentaries, where I just say all my thoughts and all that stuff. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a good fucking day or night, and have yourselves a good fucking damn one.